Yo, party people. I'm just adjusting my microphone. Hang on. Great to see you. Welcome to Wave the Exploding Show. Can you hear me okay? Is that microphone working? I can't hear it. Hang on. There it is. Oh, yeah. That's better. Don't worry, I'll get the mic sorted in a minute. I just don't want to move my monitor because my sound card is delicately resting on it. And as you probably know, never touch the sound card. Never go there because it's very temperamental. Anyway, welcome to Wave the Exploding Show, a show that goes out every Sunday at 9 p.m. with me, Jason Bradbury, bringing you the best of, what do we call it, Nouveau Retro, as someone in chat once coined that. Sarah, good to see you. Skewy Cat is with us. Ken from Tiny Devil Games, Rob H, I can see you over there. Let me just get organised, and then we'll tell you what the show is all about this evening. Just give me 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, team. So now I can pull the microphone a bit closer. How you doing? How are we doing out there? I realise that I'm a little bit in shadow. It's because of all the video editing that's been going on. Shay Bradbury, Evening Quail, good to see you. Moving forward very quickly to bring you the film that many of you in this community have made possible, Control AR Delete. Ken will attest. Say hi everyone to Ken. Tiny Devil Games have been editing today, haven't we, Ken? Hi, Prof. Giles says, I hope everyone's had a great bank holiday weekend or having a great one. Yeah, absolutely. Let me just do this. 2 seconds. How's that? That better? A little bit more headroom. So how are we doing? It's bank holiday. Loads of fun, cool stuff ready for you. To start your bank holiday. I realise as well I've got my pop shield on. God, I thought I was ready. I really did. I thought I'm ready to go. And look at me. All of a dither. How are we doing? Welcome to Wave the Exploding Show. If you're new, this show is all about everything to do with the 80s and the 90s. Max Headroom, Roku Dan 96. I could show you a little bit of Max Headroom if only I knew where it was on my screen. I've actually got a Max Headroom intro that I've got a feeling that you'd probably love.
Hey there, world. How you doing? Wait. I can hear some of you thinking, do I know this guy? Well, newsflash. If you've ever licked a 9-volt battery for fun, rewound a cassette with a pencil, or used a calculator watch to cheat in a maths exam, then yes, you do. I'm a glitch in the mainframe.
Welcome
to the one, the only way of the exploding show.
How do you like those bananas?
So grab your joystick, adjust your antennas, and say hello to your host, Jason Bradbury.
Me, folks. Thank you. Well, there you go. How about that? Roku Dan, you just said that, didn't you? You thought, oh, this is a little bit Max Headroom. And there we are with the Max Headroom intro, which I should get back to, actually. That was an experiment that I did using some AI video creation tools, and I was actually really impressed with it. But obviously we need to get the lip sync right. Okay, let's get some tunes coming at you on the UK Garage playlist. Lucy, hello. Chris Groom, hi from YouTube. And Gerald Alexander, hey Jason, love your shows. Thank you, buddy, really appreciate that. I love it. I've got, so over here, right, I've got all of the chat from the live YouTube stream I'm currently doing for this show. I've got the chat also from X. That's where Gerald Alexander is watching from. Rob H, you're on YouTube too. Lucy, also YouTube. And then over here, I've got Twitch. And then which is in front of me on my rather fancy auto cue. And if I switch over, I should be able to say, hello, Instagram. Games You Loved is there. Matt Barber Baldwin is there too. Hi, man. How you doing? Great to see you, Games You Loved. Hey, you're my man. I'll get excited when you're joining. I hope you've not run off because I didn't say hello to you quick enough. Calvin Inns, say hi, Chris, if you're still there. Kev Gordon, Luke Rudden Tattoos. Hi, Luke. How you doing, bro? Loving your work, baby. Big shout out to Luke, one of the UK's most talented tattoo artists. I saw your Wu-Tang Clan design today. That's epic, mate. Epic stuff. Hi, Bite Zero. How you doing? Great name. Sounds like a hacker name from the movie Hackers, circa, what was it, 1995? I don't know when it was. Robert Payne, have I said that already? Yeah. You also said Max Headroom. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff. MJ Coop is in the house. That's a name I recognise. Frank Stay-Lorraine, hi. Watching all the way from Pentire, says JF5 Photos. Oh, I love seeing you. Psychic Janet on Instagram. Well, that's unusual. I normally get to see you nowadays on the YouTube. So let me know what the Instagram experience is like, folks, because I find with Instagram, I get lots of viewers popping in, but they don't stay and they don't chat much. And I think it's something to do with the way that the app serves up the live show. Let me know if you're getting a good service on Instagram. If not, then try YouTube or X, both of which are extremely good. I know everyone's, X isn't everyone's flavour, but it's a very good video streaming platform for live shows. Bringing the UK Garage playlist at you on a Sunday night. So Sarah in chat, SLG_footy, has been over to Cornwall on your holes. Did you enjoy it, Sarah? Good. Welcome if you're new, and we've got several new people I can see, to Way of the Exploding Show, where every Sunday from 9 p.m. we talk Nouveau Retro, a phrase coined by... Who was that coined it? It was Prof. Giles, wasn't it? I think it was one of our chat. Anyway, what we mean is 80s and 90s culture, but it can be modern culture, so remakes. We've done a lot. Oh my God, have we done a lot about... Just bear with me. Alien Earth. Oh my God. What a show. If you've not got a Disney Plus subscription, get one, okay? They should be paying me for this because I am absolutely entranced by the... enchanted, let's say, by this incredible rebirth of the original franchise. I think it's a prequel, which is interesting, but so many great themes from the first Alien movie and the second Aliens, with a little touch of Blade Runner, by the way, in there. I know, I said it, it's true. Watch it, you'll see what I mean. So Alien Earth, covered it for the last 2 weeks though, so I'm not going to cover it again. There we go. Absolutely superb photography. Look at the rich colours. Man, James Cameron would be proud. Absolutely superb. Good stuff. Okay, so, I've got a picture I wanted to show you because we've been working quite hard on the movie this week, making headway. Ken, are you in chat? I'm going to ask your permission. Are we allowed to show the initial, what would I call it, sample artwork for what might become the poster? How about that, folks? Would we like to see that? Control AR Delete is a movie created by me and a friend of mine, written by me and a friend of mine, but really created in the sense of the production by everyone in this chat. So many people. Some people in chat, I'll have you know, are in the movie. Many of them came to the movie set and helped to film it a few months ago. The movie's currently being edited. It's a feature film called Control AR Delete. And if you've not seen it before, go along to controlardelete.net. I think you can still click the Kickstarter link and you can still grab yourself a copy for when it's made, whenever that is going to be. Yeah, go for it, says Ken. Everyone big up Ken. Yay. Ken's giving us permission. So I'm going to now, somehow, God, how am I going to do this? What is that? Is that a pic? Right, we're going to go for a new pic. All right, I'm into the folder. The secret folder, where are we? Oh, God, where's the picture? Damn it. I'm so disorganized. Hang on a minute. Oh, no. Right, wait, one second. I'm going to put the tunes on. We're going to put the tunes on. And I'm just going to quickly go to my online cloud server and grab what I thought I already have, and I clearly haven't. Just bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. 2 seconds. The big reveal is coming. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. No. Just 2 seconds. So, regular on this show in the chat, Tall Man with Glasses, recently sent his preparatory artwork for the show. Okay, good. It's in downloads. We can get there, folks. We can get there. So sorry for the poster for the movie Control AI Delete. See what you think. I'm saying to you, it is literally a work in progress. Okay, I'm going to say poster Control AI. I've got so many things. If I don't label it, I'll never find it. It's going to flash up on screen. All right, but then I'll put it into the right position. Here we go. So. All right, here we go, folks. Here we go, folks. And I want reactions in chat. I'm just going to cover me with it. There we go. Let's go for it. Remember, this is work in progress, people. Look, I'll put it in the center so that everyone in Instagram can see it because they're watching vertically. Did you know Instagram, if you turn your phone over, I think I'll go landscape. I think it does that. But there is the initial work in progress for the poster. All right, it's going to have all the cool stuff on it, some cool log line at the top, all the bottom bit about who's making it and who directed it and who wrote it and all that stuff. I don't know if the AI thing is coming out right because there's some scanline thing. How are we doing? What do we think? Let me know. Sarah, what do you think? Skewy Cat in suspense there. Can you see it? Give me words. I want to know your reaction, people. iQuail. Yeah, it's got loads of taglines. It's got an absolute load of taglines. Chris Groom, how you doing? Yeah, the guy who just bought. Well, I don't know because I don't know the circumstances, but there's, I think, you know, in the wider sense of the phrase, I think him and a conglomerate, a gang of guys, have now taken control of Commodore, and yes, he's going to be making a really cool cameo appearance, which is rather exciting. Yeah, well done for pointing that out. Perry Fractic mentioned your film in the Commodore reboot, buying the company video. Well, huge, thanks for that. I really appreciate it. That's absolutely lovely. Just bear with me. Okay, Ren, how you doing? Okay, so this, says Ren, like the supermarket scene that we played a few weeks back, yeah, which was from the edit, it's giving Shaun of the Dead vibes. I like that, which is good in my book. Good stuff. Let's have a look. Psychic Janet looks cool. Lucy looks really cool. Well, big shout out to Tall Man with Glasses for that. Now that Insta have seen it, I can reduce its size. Just move it out of the way a little bit. What else have we got? And there's another picture. What was the other picture I had to show you guys? Let's just have a quick look. I'm looking in my secret folder. No, I think that's probably it, isn't it? I think it is. I think that is it. I think that is all we've got to reveal this week. Love the character portraits, but the arcade screen isn't working. Right, okay. So, yeah. So, like I said, this is raw, okay? So, clearly, what we've done with the arcade screen is we've left it blank because we're going to do something with it. We need to decide what to do, all right? I can't really tell you too much because what we might do with the arcade machine could be called a spoiler. And that sounds a bit weird, but yeah, I'm just being very, very careful because I'm a bit of a numpty with this sort of stuff. I will just be transparent about everything. What I don't want to do is go and reveal something that isn't sensible to reveal. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. But yes, the screen is a very interesting space. Black at the moment. Hopefully we'll do something else with it. Let me just bring that back so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? Skylab is now following us. Nice to see you, Skylab. I'm actually going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of the poster. Where is it? I can't find the goddamn poster. Where is it? God, I have totally messed this up. Just bear with me. There we go. What is that then? I can't find the goddamn thing to turn it off. There we go. There we go. There we go. Do apologise. Got totally distracted by that. Love the character portraits. Yeah, the screen is going to be altered, and I also need to scroll down a little bit. First time chat from Skylab. This guy is cool. Well, Skylab, very nice of you to say so, just as I mess up all of my technology, get completely distracted. Nice to have you with us. Welcome to Way of the Exploding Show, where we talk everything 80s and 90s. And I review gadgets and tech and movies and music and all that sort of stuff that's connected to the 80s or 90s in some way. But the main deal is that we do a quiz. We do a quiz at 9:30, and you're going to love it, Skylab. It's really, really good. Great quiz for you this week. Skewy Cat says that every reveal brings us closer to the reality of the movie coming out. Hope you've had a great week. I have, Mr. Juicy. Great to see you back as well from Twitch. Prof. Giles, great to see the work in progress. So much more work to do, but feels really close. Absolutely. Put Missile Command on the arcade screen, seeing as AI will probably launch them all on us soon, says Chris Groom from YouTube. You're not wrong there, son. You are not wrong there. Okay, chat is paused. There we go. Good. Right, okay, so what else? Yeah, I wanted to show you something cool now. So a few, about a year ago, I think, I was sent this by the brilliant Michael John Murnay. And he is an avid collector of all things retro gaming. So, hardware, computer systems, software. And he also restores vintage gaming gear. And so he's the perfect guy to write what is an absolutely extraordinary story about the 8-bit era that all of us remember so fondly. And I was surprised by this because often I get sent things and sometimes I don't know what to do because I've only got so much time in the day. I've got the kids and they've got to work and all the rest of it. And sometimes I feel kind of, duty bound to give it a look and give it a promo. Honestly, I was so absorbed by this book. In fact, for many months, many of the quiz questions, the quiz that you're going to be playing in about 15 minutes time, came from this book. It's an exhaustive history of the 8-bit era, and it's written in a really interesting way. It's kind of in kind of like present tense, so it's as if it's happening. Look. And it features really cool things like original adverts, the sorts of adverts that we would see when we wanted to order our first digital watch and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, why am I telling you something that I've already told you before? Because we've featured that book before. Because Michael, yeah, it's really good, Byte Zero, just wrote a new one, the sequel, 16-bit stories. It is so good. And I thought, since we've got Ken in chat tonight, who I know is an Atari ST owner, and I was reading the Discord. Someone put the Discord up in chat, please, in as many platforms as you can. I know you'll put it up in Twitch, but if someone could put it up in YouTube, someone could put it up in X, it'd be so nice. And I'd put it in, I don't know about Instagram. I don't know if anyone can go over to Instagram. But anyway, I'll just say hello to Instagram very, very quickly. It's my Wi-Fi. I'm going to go on YouTube, says Robert Payne. Understood. Yeah, cool. Okay, Robert Payne, interestingly, so when you turned it over, the Instagram didn't work. I get that. Okay, sometimes it does. Yes, it stays in portrait, says Psychic Janet. Okay, cool. Anyway, I know that in the Discord, which Putty has just put at least into Twitch, where we all meet in the week and we talk about stuff, loads of you talk about the Atari ST. And so I thought I would quickly read you a section that I was reading today from page 90 of 16-bit stories, which is really interesting. You'll get a sense of the sort of present tense. Sales figures seem to occupy a prominent place in the minds of Atari's UK management during this time of year. See, it's in present tense. It makes it more exciting. Perhaps this is related to the sudden departure of Max Bambridge and Rob Harding. Are these names that you're familiar with? However, with Atari going public with 4.5 million shares at $12 each, the income generated from the share sale will significantly contribute to paying off debt to Warner and a few other major creditors. Is that because of software titles? In the past 18 months, Jack Tramiel and his family have accomplished remarkable things with Atari. They've revived the company's name and revived the Atari VCS video game console and abandoned 2 computers that reportedly cost twice as much as they managed to sell them for. In addition, they've introduced a new range of 68,000 machines And they've redesigned the 2600 game console. Oh, the old 400 and 800 series, now known as the 65XE and the 130XE, and have successfully sold out of all outstanding stocks of hardware. Oh, it's so cool. And just jumping forward, hang on. It's worth noting that in 1982 and 83, when Commodore were primarily selling computers in Europe, many people were writing off Tramiel's Commodore as a spent force in the industry, as they had little impact in the US. However, it's safe. It's a safe bet that Tramiel will, I'm probably mispronouncing this person's name, will use Europe as a platform to build up his overseas sales, enabling Atari to become strong enough to challenge the US mass merchandisers in earnest. Merchandisers in earnest. Atari hasn't been idle in the new product area. Last month, the company unveiled a 2 and 4 megabyte version of its ST computers at the PC show in London. Oh my God! Which upset many of its US enthusiasts. There you go, a little taste of just how immersive this book is. Well done, Michael. Very nice man. He sent it to me and I didn't respond because I'm ever so busy. And then after about a month, he sent me a really polite, I think it was an Instagram message, says, just checking you got the package. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Of course I did. It's brilliant. Really, really good. You've got to read 8-Bit Stories first. 16-Bit Stories comes after it. Super duper stuff. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Check it out. If anyone knows if it's available on Amazon, if you'd like to googly schmoogle that, do so. Maybe whack the link into chat. Okay, cool. I need some tea. Ryan's Audio Gear. Great to see you again. Chaddy. Pastry, or Pasty 72, obviously a local from the Cornwall area. DJ Steve Edwards, how you doing, DJ? And Borrow Boy 72. M Barker's in the house. Great to see you. Wow! Damn, we have got the URL, and it's a big one. Prof Giles, wax the URL for 16-Bit Stories into Twitch chat. So the news, I guess, therefore, for anyone else on X, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook right now watching this live show is, if you're interested in this, just put 16-bit stories into Amazon. You should be able to find it. The author, Michael John Murnay. Right. I need to drink. I've had such a super busy day. I've been editing a sequence with one of our characters in the movie who's homeless, and it's that page 5 moment which all successful mainstream Hollywood movie scripts, or those looking to emulate their success, have, which is a page 5 philosophical statement from a non-main character that sums up the essence of the movie. And it was that phrase that I was editing today, and I reckon we nailed it. Put a bit of music behind it just to give it a little bit of gravitas. Very happy with how it's going. Byte Zeros put the link in chat too. And Prof Charles very kindly putting a shortened link into chat. Rob H, I remember buying WordStar ROM for the BBC at one of those shows. What, the London Computer Show, London PC Show. Fascinating stuff. Right. Well, it's 9:28, and I was going to talk about some other stuff, but I'm wondering whether actually we just cut straight to it, because it's a really great quiz this week. If you want to know about the movie, this is an animated GIF from the movie that's probably going to cost me a lot of money because it hasn't escaped my attention. But for some reason, I dressed the main character up as a Ninja Turtle without checking whether that would cost me huge amounts of money in licensing, which of course I don't have. So that's going to be interesting. Anyway, there we go. Let's just show you that scene, which I know as many of you have seen. That's a little loop from the edit. Channeling Karate Kid. There you go. Control-A-R, delete. Enough said. Right, okay. Time for the quiz, people. Yeah, good idea. Samurai tortoise. That's a great idea. What I did do was, as you'll note from that clip, is the shell, which is like soft fabric, is on his front. See what I did there? And he's wearing a motorbike helmet. What do you think?
Yeah.
New follower, M Dionysus 23. Great to see you. Welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. We're just about to start the quiz. The quiz is really easy. Hello, Crimson Ben. And quite a few people coming in from, maybe we've had a bit of a raid from Twitch, I don't know. But the way the quiz works is really, really simple. I give you a question, all right? Always about 80s or 90s gaming, music, TV, and film culture. I think if you... 4 potential answers, Rise Audio laughing at Googly Schmoogle. You know what I'm saying. And only one of them's correct. But if you know the answer for sure, don't wax lyrical about it in chat, because that'll give it away to other people that might want a chance to try and get it right or wrong themselves. Okay, so first question in tonight's Where the Exploding Quiz. Here we go. Question number 1, people. Normally start with an easy one. Actually, you need to get rid of the nunchucks. Let's lose the nunchucks. Which developer made GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64 in 1997? Rare, Acclaim, Midway, or Eidos? Is that how you say it? Start off with an easy one. Popping over to the Instagrammers. Hello, Carafos, Gregory Kitesman, Tom.com, nice like that. Sniper Rob. I don't know if you're an actual sniper or whether you are a game sniper, but you're welcome either way. As long as you're not putting this beautiful face in your reticle. Pasty72 joins in. Going for an answer there. Nice. A chill tune, this is. Yeah, we've ditched the garage house music and we've gone 80s. All right, that's question number 1. Well done. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. How many distinct skills are in the original Lemmings? That is tricky. Came out in 1991. You've all played it, but how many distinct skills are there? Walking is not one of them. You're playing on Friday. Hi, Kooky Chatbot Dev. Good God, you're playing Lemmings, the original Lemmings on Friday. That's so funny. I am absolutely boiling. I may have to take off my jacket. Damn, it's hot in here. Oh yeah, I have been looking into getting the old artwork done, and I think we're going with the screen printing. I'm going to have to purchase 5 screen printing screens, like frames with screens, and then I'm going to have to put some light reactive, what do they call it, emulsion on there, and then I'm going to have to create 5 layers of that to account for all the different colours. Each one is a black layer in Photoshop. That was all done by hand, so I'm going to have to import it into Photoshop, which will be interesting. And then make 5 layers. And then each layer, let's say for argument's sake, the black skateboard and body and head. Next one, the red bones. Next one, the blue bones. Etc. Each is a different layer. You put it onto a separate screen of emulsion. You expose it to light for like 10 minutes or I don't know what it is. Maybe, I don't know how long it is. Then you wash it off. And the stuff that's been exposed gets washed off. And the stuff that's not, because you've got your black acetate outline on there, becomes, the emulsion washes off. So now the paint can go through that. And then you whack it down on your paper. Get it perfectly positioned. So they all line up. And then squeegee hold some ink on there, different colours. I can do different colours. It's going to be great. That's 80s arpeggio. Come on. Question number 3. Right, I'm going to help you with this one. What is the classic Konami code made famous across many 80s and 90s games? Is it up, up, down, down, left, right, BA? Or is it up, down, left, right, AA, select? Or is it left, right, BA, start? Or is it up, up, down, down, left, right, BA? Wow, that is a toughie. That is a real toughie. My God, good luck. Just double check it out, made a typo there, and I haven't. Sounds like a soundtrack to Blade Runner, doesn't it? Karate Terrapin, I like that. Yo! M. Dionysus, first time chat. Crimson Ben, both saying hi. Thank you so much. I'm sorry it took me a while to notice this raid. I didn't scroll down chat. Great to see you. Whose stream have you come from? Assuming that you're still in chat. Welcome. It's been quite a while since I saw those messages. Crimson Ben is... I believe... Is it your stream, Crimson Ben? Let me know. I'll have to pop in and see you. Numpty face in the house. Good to see you. Wow, so Crimson Ben says that they streamed the game, by which you mean Lemmings. Is that right? All right, okay, you've been streaming on Twitch and you're just joining us. Well, it's hugely appreciated. I really appreciate that. How lovely. I haven't had a raid for absolutely ages. Okay, right. Question 4. In which of these games will the Konami code not work? Tetris, Prince of Persia, Contra, or Fortnite? Maybe Lemmings should be your next stream. I think it should be. It depends on your audience and whether they would appreciate that sort of game from that era, 92. I mean, I think it'd be fun. It'd be a really good stream. That's a great idea, actually. Remember, don't copy chat. You could be copying the wrong answer. Bite 0. At least you're honest. Just, you've got a... What have you got? 1 in 4 chance. Okay, I'm gonna say with regard to the Tetris in that list, it's the NES version, that I was referring to. Now I could be giving you the answer, or I could be giving you information because it's not the answer. All right. But I want to be really, really clear. It's the NES version of Tetris that I'm talking about. In that lineup. What the answer is, who knows? In that case, I don't know, says Cookie Chat like that. Alright, cool. Whose solution is this to the problem of aliens? Maybe we can build a fire, sing a couple of songs. Does that sound like the words of Burke, Private Hudson, Ripley, or Private Vasquez? Has anyone been watching Alien Earth? Interested to know. If so, who would you say is the Vasquez of the group? I'm not sure. Skewy Cat, get it done. Alright? Putty Cat, Alien Earth is awesome. Love it. It's phenomenal. I'm, rumour has it, having a little bit of a break. And I'm going to have some time. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Oh, man. I was going to go and grab it, but I don't want to leave the room. So I'm going to pitch it. I've got a new graphic novel, and it's so good. Really, really good. So good what I'm about to show you. So good. Let's see if I can grab this as an image. Yep, I can. Right, so I can bring this into chat. Okay. That's question number 5, I believe, that we just did. I'm just going to quickly divert. I promise I won't go off the piece too much. I'm going to show you a... No, that's not right. What the hell is that? What the hell? So look, I've just bought a brand new graphic novel, and it looks a little bit like this. There we go. Okay, cool. That's what it looks like. It's called Rivers of London. So the author, as you can see on screen, is Ben Aranovich, and it's a really, really interesting premise that I've got to say I'm loving. I'm a big graphic novel fan. When I go to London, which I did at the start of this week, I like to, have a little bit of a delve into the graphic novel store in the centre of Soho. I can't remember what it's actually quite near where Raymond's Review Bar used to be, right in the heart of Soho's red light district, and it's a fantastic cornucopia of just the best graphic novels from around the world. And my wife was lovely because we were there doing some other stuff, and I just said, do you mind if I just pop in? And I ran in, and I grabbed this just because I love the concept of it. The concept is yeah, cookie. I thought you'd say, well, I was in the red light district. It's in the centre of Soho. You know why I was there? Because they have a food market in the daytime, and you can get like Jamaican chicken curry for like £8. That's why I was there. Anyway, and I read it, and it said basically it's kind of like a modern police procedural meets Harry Potter. There's like a guy from the Met Police, and he investigates crimes, but he's a kind of closet wizard, and he sees the markings or the evidence of magic at play. And so he operates at a sort of, at a slightly different level to the other people in the Met, and he has to interact with them. Some of them know that he's got this ability, other people don't. Really cool. All set in London. Oh my gosh, it would make an incredible movie. Maybe even a better sort of Netflix TV series. So, yeah, really worth looking at that. Rivers of London, one of my new purchases. And I can't quite remember why something just prodded my memory, but there we go. So we've done question number 5, and here we are with question number 6. Which of these games was called Probotector in Europe on the NES? Probotector. Does that sound like a strange name for Spy Hunter, Robocop, Contra, or Metal Slug? Do you mean Gosh Comics? If so, It's very cool. Yes, I do mean gosh. I do. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. With the exclamation mark. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I just looked it up. Gosh Comics, people. If you want to check it out, do check it out because it's so, so good. What an amazing place. I'll put it in chat myself. There we go. That's goshlondon.com if you like your graphic novels. I love graphic novels because they don't abide by the normal rules of certainly most mainstream forms of entertainment. They can be magical, abstract, political, non-political. They can be funny, cute, or really dark and profound, you know. So I love graphic novels. Absolutely love them. Okay, so question number 6. Well done. To those of you that may or may not have got it right. Here's an interesting one. Question 7. The SID MOS 6581 or 8580, I'm probably saying this wrong, sound chip is more closely associated with which 8-bit home computer? Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum 48K, BBC Micro, or Amstrad CPC 64. We've got the books, haven't we? We could find that out. I bet it's in there. I bet it's in there. Well, it's not in the index, so I'd have to dig a bit deeper. So I tell you what I was doing today was I basically I needed to put the Sinclair C5 away to kind of winterize it, if you like, just while I've got the time and to give myself some bit more room, because I'm editing in there every day and I can hardly get into the bloody room. And in fact, I fell over the Sinclair C5 yesterday, and I can you see here? I don't know if you can see it. Where was it? There. And I finger butted the front light of the Sinclair C5, which some of you might know is a rectangle, and because it was made in the 80s, safety was not part of their design process, so I kind of just slit the end of my finger. I thought I have to get it back in the lockup, and that's what I've done. But in order to do that, I needed to disassemble the back axle and take off one of the wheels because I had a flatty, which I've been too lazy to fix. So I took the flatty over to just the best bike shop in Britain. End of. All right, maybe Alan's BMX, if you've seen them on Instagram, they're pretty cool. These guys are the next best cycling shop in the whole of the UK. Ex-BMX shop, incredible couple that run it, full of retro 80s and 90s stuff, right? So toys, cassettes, boom boxes, a rally burner, I mean loads of cool stuff, right? Transformers. And in amongst all of this, there are loads of second-hand bikes and stuff like that. I don't think they even sell new bikes at all. It's all second-hand. Anyway, I took the Sinclair C5 wheel in and just asked if they'd be kind enough to do the puncture for me because I couldn't be asked to mess about with it. And then they got it done yesterday. I brought it back and fitted it today. And then I went off to the lockup in the Sinclair C5, bombed around in the Sinclair, and took it up the hill, which was quite a thing, and put it in the lockup, which was quite fun. And I had loads of people beeping their horns as I was driving along. Crazy. Such a popular vehicle. Right, we've asked that question. It's now time for question number 8. Here we go. And she'll tease you, she'll unease you. Does that sound like a lyric from Ken Cairns? Tracy Chapman, Europe, or the Eurythmics? Surfer's ear. When you go surfing a lot, you get really clogged up. Okay, well done, team. What are we doing for time? We're probably quite late, aren't we? Good. That's question number 8. Right, next one is a visual round. And And here's the question. Name the Street Fighter 2 character. Is that Balrog, Guile, or Guile? Tell me how to say it. Sagar, or M. Bison? Type it phonetically. Tell me how to say it. Guile. Nice, I like that. Thank you, Mr. Juicy Eye Quail. Okay, that's question number 9, folks. Final question in today's way of explaining quiz. You know when you've been, come on, I know you'll know this, to the London Dungeon, tangoed, at Woolworths Pick and Mix, at Blockbuster. Which of those was a well-known phrase from the 90s? Well, I've not been chatting to Instagram. I've been carried away talking stuff. Hi, Duditron. Okay, that's the final question. Well done, everyone, for taking part. We're now going to jump in the DeLorean, go back in time to question number 1, and I'm going to start asking you whether you got it right or not. I'm going to reveal the answer, and then what I want to hear, if you got it right, is 1 out of 1, or 1/2 if you got the first one right but the second one wrong.
Yeah.
Hello, Cosford. And that way we get to compare each other's scores as we race towards the revelation. Did anyone get 10 out of 10? Which, believe it or not, if you're new, often happens. And if not, you know, who's neck and neck at question 8 and 9, so we can see who's going to be the ultimate winner. Okay, question number 1 was, which developer made GoldenEye? 007 the N64. It was, of course, Rare. Give yourself a 1/1 if you got that right, and I'll sound it off. Mr. Juicy, Numpty McNumpty Face, Bite Zero, Ren, Puddy Cat, Ken, Skewy, Eye Quail. Who else? Have a look at some of the instas. The drink one. I think I know what you're referring to. Nothing so far for Janet, but still plenty more questions to come. Or Mark. But 1 out of 1 for Rock and Roller RC. Hi, good to see you again. And Rob H gets 1, 2. Moving on to question number 2. How many distinct skills are in the original Lemmings released in 1991? The answer is 8. Well done, Chris. Well, that explains it if your partner works for them. 1 out of 1 for Numpty. 2 for Ren. And I can't read at this angle. Bite 0. 1 for Mr. Juicy. Putty Cat gets 2. Tiny Devil gets 2. So does Eye Quail. Rock and Roller. I'm not sure what you're saying there. Rob H gets 2. Janet 1. Skewy 2. Chris Groom gets 2. Mark Cornwall gets 1 out of 2. Hello, Craig. 20s just joined. Good to see you. Okay, question number 3. Here we go. What is the classic Konami code made famous across many 80s and 90s games? If you just joined, we're reading the answers to the quiz that we've been playing for the last half an hour. The answer is actually the first one. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A. If you got that right, give yourself a score. And add yourself to the roster like Bite Zero's done with 3 out of 3. Well done. 2 out of 3 for Put It Cat, Tiny Devil Games, 3 out of 3, 2 out of 3 for Numpty McNumpty's Face, iQuail 2, Mr. Juicy 2 out of 3, Skewy Cat 3 out of 3, 2 for Ren. Very well done, great work. Mark gets 1 out of 3, Rob H gets 3, wow, well done Janet, 1 out of 3, well done Janet. Chris Groom 3 out of 3, so everyone's doing very, very well. Good to see, love that. Hello Alice Willis and Paul Kemp, good to see you over on Instagram. In which of these games would the Konami code not work? Well, you can see why I was putting the Tetris in context. It's the NES version of the Tetris. It works on Contra, and believe it or not, ready for this, it works on Fortnite. What's going on there? Honestly, at least it did at one point. Prince of Persia is the odd one out. If you got that right, well done. But I'm not sure that many of you did. I was so focused on kind of contextualizing Tetris that I didn't actually see what you came out with. Well, obviously Quail got the right one because he got 4. Skewy 3, 2 out of 4 for Numpty and Juicy, also 2 for Ren. Putty Cat gets 2, 3 for Tiny Devil Games. Did you not get that one, Ken? And Rob 3 out of 4. Mark from Cornwall 1 out of 4. Chris Groom 3 out of 4. You there, Janet? So Cookie Chatbot Dev said, I remember it on Fortnite from the Black Hole time. I think it played a mini game. How cool is that? Janet 2 out of 4. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Hello Gav from Instagram and Tom Lifford, Phil JPEG, Ed's 5. Yo, bro. Good to see you. Big shout out. Everyone say hello to Ed's. Just joined on Instagram, one of our regulars. Missing out tonight though, Eds. We're on the readout of the solutions. Whose solution is this to aliens? Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs. Now, if I'd written that in a script, I would have thought that was so ridiculous as a solution to the terrifying alien infection that I would have, I probably wouldn't have written it. And yet, the guy who plays Burke, which is the correct answer, well done if you got it right, is such a snivelling corporation company man. He plays that part so well that he actually pulls it off. It's a really, really characterful, sort of defining point for that character where you realise what a total, you know, snotty corporate waste of space he is. It's such a pivotal line. But yes, not the sort of thing that Private Hudson would say. He might say, game over, man, or Ripley, of course, or Vasquez. Brilliant. 4 out of 5 for Tiny Devil Games. iQuail gets 5 out of 5. Well done. 3 out of 5 for Ren. That's a hard one, iQuail. Juicy gets 3. Where are we? Chris, what have you got? Game over, man. 4 out of 5 for Bite Zero. I've sort of lost track of this now. 3 out of 5 for Ren. 3 out of 5 for Rob H. Mr. Juicy, I've said that. Mark gets 2 out of 5. Janet, 3 out of 5. Well done, Janet. Chris Groom, 3 out of 5. Rock and Roller, 2 out of 5. Well done. More answers from this evening's quiz. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're new here, then welcome to the show. This is Way of the Exploding Show, which happens every Sunday. It won't be happening. It will be happening next Sunday. It will. Happens most Sundays, and we talk about everything to do with the 80s and the 90s in a retro sort of montage of movies, games, TV, and music with a modern twist. So far this evening, we've talked about, once again, we've referenced Alien Earth, the new Disney Plus series, which is worth getting a Disney Plus subscription for, if only for a month or two. We've talked about these great books from Michael John Nerney. Amazing 8-bit stories and 16-bit stories just come out. And they're absolutely superb. They read like a story, so they're not, it is super factual, but it doesn't read like that. We've also talked about my brand new graphic novel, which I just absolutely love, Rivers of London, which I really, really, really recommend if you like graphic novels. It's great. And we've talked about Control-Alt-Delete and the fact that we've got our first artist rendering, first attempt at a poster, which some of you have given some really good feedback to. I think we need to lower the intensity, maybe the characters. My daughter, who's she's good at graphics, but she's an illustrator. She thinks that maybe we could even posterize them more, like with a bit of halftone. Interesting idea. And then some of you in chat recommended putting something on the screen of Stardash, the fictional arcade machine at the center of the movie. So that's what we've done so far. And we've also found out that many of you have got some pretty high scores. Which of these games is called Probotector in Europe on the NES? We haven't done this one yet, have we? Spy Hunter, Robocop, Contra, or Metal Slug? The answer is Contra. Yeah, Probotector. And apparently it's a play on the word Robot Protector. I don't know. I'm not so keen. Bite 0, 5 out of 6. Putty Cat, 4 out of 6. Skewy Cat, 5. 5 for Time Devil Games. 6 for iQuell. Well done. 4. Also known as Gryzor for Numpty. 4 for both Ren and Mr. Juicy. Rock'n'Roller seems to be playing it. We need to just know your score out of 6. Or is it you joined late? 3 out of 6 for Rob. 4 out of 6 for Groom. Janet, 3 out of 6. Well done. Rock'n'Roller, 3 out of 6. Thanks for that. Good stuff. Just dropping in on Bobby Beamer and Rob Barber 007. How you doing, buddy? Great to see you in chat. Gav the Chap has joined us as well. Eds, you're on X. Right, I'm not seeing it. Oh, that's interesting. Well, it's fantastic to have you with us. Interesting that I'm not seeing it. That concerns me because your interaction with me is incredibly important to me. Interesting. I just assumed that we picked them all up. But maybe I need to start grabbing the X chat as a separate feed. Maybe that would cover off that. Maybe I'm getting more people on X chatting to me that I didn't recognize. Eds, great to have you with us. Hope you're okay. Robert Payne joining with answers, joining a little bit late to the quiz. Glad that you're enjoying it though. Matty Flint's with us as well. Gav also. So question number 6. Question number 7, the answers for the quiz that we've played this evening. The Sid Moss 6581 or 8580 sound chip is most closely associated with the Commodore 64, which actually makes an appearance on the front of 8-Bit Stories. There we go. If you're a Commodore 64 person, which many of the people in chat early on in the show are, because they came from, I forget what it was. It was a meeting this week from the guys who have organised to buy Commodore. That's a really exciting story. My contact there is a lovely man called Christian, and I'll have to get some details off him and maybe do a news item about that. Number 2 face, MSX C64 Specky. I said what I said. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. Right, question number 7, question number 8. And she'll tease you, she'll unease you, because of course she's got Betty Davis eyes, Kim Cairns. 2 out of 7 says Mark, I'll get my coat. Nah, don't worry, you're amongst friends. 7 out of 7 for Bite 0. 7 out of 8, sorry. Number to face, 6 out of 8. You had to sing along, Cookiebot, just to get that one right. 8 for iQuail, 6 for Ren and Putty, 7 for Tiny Devil Games, and 6 for Mr. Juicy. Good effort, team. Good effort, team. Super Lit Mario with a great profile picture has just joined us on Instagram, as has Bernie. Put my teeth in. 7 out of 8 for Skewy Cat. Mark gets 3 out of 8. Chris, 6. All on. This is the. Everyone here is on YouTube. Look. Rock'n'Roller, 4 out of 8. Mark from Cornwall, 3 out of 8. Chris Groom, 6 out of 8. Janet, 4 out of 8. Betty Davis for Rock'n'Roller, who likes to just say it. All right, you said it down there, 4 out of 8. And Rob H, 4 as well. Right, I'm confusing things. I'll get to the point. Here we go. There's the hairstyle. Epic style. It is, of course, Guile. Because you taught me how to say it properly. If you got that right, sound off, because it's the penultimate question, right? This is the penultimate question. This is the one where we get to check out if we've got parity, if we've got two people with 9 out of 9. Because I know we've got one in the shape of iQuail. We've got an 8 out of 9 Skewy, so if iQuail gets this next question wrong, there could be a tie, but I don't think they will because the last question this evening was actually really easy. iQuail with 9 out of 9. 7 for Ren, 7 for Mr. Juicy, 8 for Tiny Devil Games. 7 for Putty Cat, 5 for Rob H. Chris Groom, 6. Numpty, 7. Can I just say, he looks nothing like the real Guile, i.e. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Hell yeah. 4 for Mark and 4 for Janet. Well done, team. Well, it looks like iQuail is definitely in a position to win tonight because I know the last question wasn't the most difficult one. Let's just see what it looks like. Turn that off. You know when you've been tangoed, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, I believe we probably have ourselves a winner. Sound off what you got. I'd like to give you the prop. Skewy gets 9 out of 10. Bite Zero gets 8. 8 out of 10 as well for Putty Cat. iQuail, an astounding 10 out of 10. Curse you, Tetris and Lemmings, says Numpty. Skewy giving props to iQuail. Ren, 8 out of 10. Very good. Looks like Captain America, Guile. So Ken gets 9 out of 10. I should have re-answered the Tetris one. Yeah, I did, but I didn't scupper you in that. What I said made sense in a kind of quizzical way. 8 out of 10 for Mr. Juicy Putty Cat. Giving big shout and CCs or GGs. CCs. That's what you put in an email, Jace. Come on. GGs to iQuail. Chris Groom, 7 out of 10. Janet, everyone take care and have a great weekend, a great bank holiday weekend, everybody. Great to have enjoyed this evening with you. GGs to our brilliant winner, the epic iQuail. We finished a little bit later than I intended. I do apologise, but don't worry. There'll be more from the Way of the Exploding show. HQ, same place, same time next week, 9 p.m. In the meantime, check out the Discord. Look back in chat if you want to connect to the Discord. Have a look for this great book from this lovely author, 16-bit stories. And if you really want to get your teeth into some really... Start with 8-bit stories. Let me know about Alien Earth. Come into the Discord. Say hello. And with that, just as iQuail has said, good night, everyone. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.